Hello everyone, welcome to Dark Threads documentary. Are you terrified to discover what drives someone to commit unthinkable acts? On October 17, 2018, the tranquil city of Kerch in Crimea was shattered by an act of unimaginable horror. Vladislav Roslyakov, a fourth-year student at the Kerch Polytechnic College, turned his school into a nightmare, killing 21 people and injuring 50 others. This is the story of a young man consumed by darkness, and the terrifying motives that led him to commit one of the most chilling massacres in modern history. On October 17, 2018, the tranquil city of Kerch in Crimea was shattered by an act of unimaginable horror. Vladislav Roslyakov, a fourth-year student at the Kerch Polytechnic College, turned his school into a nightmare, killing 21 people and injuring 67 others. This is the story of a young man consumed by darkness, and the terrifying motives that led him to commit one of the most chilling massacres in modern history. Who was Vladislav Roslyakov? Vladislav Roslyakov was born on May 2, 2000 in Kerch. To most who knew him, he was quiet, introverted, and unremarkable. A loner in his teenage years, he had few friends and avoided social interactions. But beneath this unassuming exterior lay a storm of rage, despair, and alienation. Roslyakov was a student at the Kerch Polytechnic College studying electrical engineering. Teachers described him as a diligent but withdrawn student. However, classmates noticed his growing fascination with violence, firearms, and dark ideologies. He idolized mass murderers like Erich Harris and Dylan Klebold, the perpetrators of the Columbine High School massacre in 1999. Was Vladislav inspired by their actions? Or was something darker brewing inside him? The massacre began just after 11:40 a.m. On October 16, 2018, just one day before the massacre, Vladislav Roslyakov calmly entered a local firearms store. He purchased a pump-action shotgun and 150 rounds of ammunition. His first move was chillingly calculated. He entered the cafeteria where dozens of students were gathered and planted a homemade explosive in a concealed corner. Moments later, he calmly walked away. At exactly 11:40 a.m., the bomb detonated with devastating force. The explosion tore through the cafeteria, shattering windows and sending debris flying. Chaos erupted as students screamed and scrambled to escape. But the nightmare was far from over. As students and teachers ran for their lives, Vladislav began his second phase of the attack. Using the chaos caused by the explosion as cover, Vladislav methodically began shooting anyone in his path. Witnesses described him as eerily calm, showing no hesitation or remorse as he fired round after round. Vladislav Roslyakov walked into the college armed with a legally obtained pump-action shotgun and an arsenal of homemade explosives. Dressed in black, he bore an unsettling resemblance to the Columbine killers he admired so much. Without warning, he opened fire on his classmates and teachers, showing no emotion as he moved through the hallways. Witnesses described hearing deafening gunshots and screams, followed by a massive explosion in the cafeteria, one of the bombs Vladislav had planted. Survivors scrambled for cover, some leaping from windows to escape the chaos. Within minutes, the college was transformed into a scene of bloodshed and panic. After nearly 15 minutes of terror, Vladislav Roslyakov retreated to the library on the second floor of the college. It was here, in the library, that Roslyakov would meet his end, just like his idols, Erich Harris and Dylan Klebold, the perpetrators of the Columbine massacre. They too had carried out their rampage before taking their own lives in a library. In a final act of twisted homage, Roslyakov pointed the shotgun at himself and pulled the trigger. A single gunshot ended the life of the young man, who had left a trail of destruction in his wake. The final shot rang out, marking the end of his rampage but leaving an indelible scar on the community. The library, once a place of learning and refuge, became the somber setting for the culmination of a young man's descent into darkness. Vladislav Roslyakov's final moments were a tragic end to a day of unimaginable horror. What drove Vladislav Roslyakov to commit such a heinous act? Investigators delved into his past and uncovered a deeply troubled young man. Roslyakov had grown up in a broken home. His father was absent, and his mother, a devout member of the Jehovah's Witnesses, enforced a strict and isolating lifestyle. This oppressive upbringing left him feeling trapped and resentful. Online, Roslyakov found solace in forums dedicated to violent fantasies and extremist ideologies. He became obsessed with the idea of revenge against those he believed had ostracized and humiliated him. His classmates later recalled unsettling conversations where he expressed hatred for humanity, describing his peers as worthless sheep. By the time police arrived, the massacre had claimed 21 lives. Among the dead were students and teachers, people who had likely crossed paths with Vladislav every day. The question remains, could this tragedy have been prevented, or was Vladislav Roslyakov destined to follow this dark path? The Kerch Polytechnic College massacre sent shockwaves through Russia and beyond. It reignited debates about mental health, school safety, and access to firearms. But for those who survived, the scars run deep. Survivors recount nightmares, survivors' guilt, and the haunting question, why did he do it? To this day, Vladislav Roslyakov's motives remain a dark puzzle. Was he a product of neglect, societal indifference, and violent obsessions? Or was his evil inherent, lurking within him, all along? The massacre at Kerch Polytechnic College will forever be remembered as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can dwell within the human soul. In memory of the victims of the Kerch Polytechnic College massacre, may they rest in peace. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of violence or self-harm, seek help immediately. Together, we can prevent future tragedies. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.